Let's try to put you in your spot. We're limited because my phone did not charge last night. No big deal. I keep a charger in my office. So today we are finishing these guys. Really, really, really love these boards. I like to bend the little leads so that way when they go in, they clip. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, anybody out there this morning? I don't think so. I don't see anybody. Is anybody out there? Oh, we got one person. What's up, Gaming Horror? What an interesting name. I bet if I was playing against you, it'd be a horror. Whoa, we got 71. What's up, Rubia? How are you doing this morning? That's like the most we've ever had on here. What is name? I don't know. I guess name is something that we call ourselves. This is what we're doing right now. We are installing components onto an effects pedal board to build this cool freaking thing. You just defecated in your undershorts? Holy smokes. That is very unfortunate. Say skibidi toilet deal. I doubt I get 500 euros though. If you got that kind of money, that's pretty serious. Sing the Deadpool song in your deadly voice. I don't know how to sing the Deadpool song. But I did watch the movie the other day and it was pretty cool. No, I actually don't know what's happening in Gaza. What's your name, Skibidi Toilet? What the... Cat, what the Sigma? I don't even know. No, I don't have a clue what's happening in Gaza. I hate watching the news. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, so I don't watch the news. I'm a firm believer in accept the things you cannot change and change the things you can. Shout, Skibidi toilet. Skibidi toilet. There we go. Yeah, the news is beyond gay. It literally is gay. There is so much gay that happens on the news. And they're just lying to me. You know, unless I can go over there and see it for myself, I'm not going to believe anything I see. You got some people saying that Israel is the good guy, and then other people saying that they're the worst people on the face of the earth. Man, I personally don't know. I've never been to Israel. I don't really know the politics of the area. You know, it's whatever. What's the make? This is the Lone Wolf Blues Wild Drive. Oh, I definitely have a motorcycle. I am all about some freaking motorcycles. Got quite a few. My baby is a 01 Sportster. And due to recent events, I love it even more because it's pre-woke. So I'm not going to be ripping the badges off. That blows my mind though. Like, some cat took a machine gun and shot up his motorcycle. Why would you do that? To prove a point. He's saying he did it for America. Well, Tristan, I love that you love my videos. What's your favorite guitar that you own? Oh man, that's an easy one. That's a real easy one. I have an Acoustasonic Telecaster made by Fender. It's the Mexican version, but man, I don't care. I love that thing. Actually, I love it more than the one I even built for myself. Like, it plays so good. So if you're looking for an acoustic guitar, that's the way. That's what I mainly play is acoustic guitar. Acoustic guitar and harmonica. Now, harmonica on the other hand, I am a side L guy all the freaking way. Do you ride three-wheelers? No, I don't ride three-wheelers. Go to Palestine and you'll give me $1,000. Well, I mean, I would. I'd go to Palestine in a minute just to see for myself. And I'd be perfectly honest about what I seen too. You know, I ain't gonna hide the truth from nobody. But it's the airfare, the stay, all that other stuff. Truth or dare? Let's go with dare. No, let's go with truth. Because I gotta work. I can't really do anything. Gotta make that money. So what's the truth? What do y'all want to know? Yeah, sure, man. You totally can. Look in my description and you'll see. I think my email's in there. If not, I got a Patreon you can connect to me with. Yeah, I'd be real interested to see. Is it big? Well, depends on your definition of big. Or too small. Again, depends on your definition. Big and small is relative. But I bet you we can come up with a more interesting truth. It's okay. No big deal. I mess up all the time. You know, that's real interesting though, because I've seen a lot of folks come on my lives asking about Palestine. They want to know which side I stand on. Like, I really need to stand on a side. I don't know anything about either side. I don't see any links. I don't have a way to watch it while I'm on live. I'm sure my reaction would be horrified. I mean, I can only imagine what y'all go through over there. Really, I think the people, just depending on, I don't really think it matters what side you're actually on. The people are the ones that are suffering, really. And personally, I don't really care about the politics of these world leaders. The people are what I care about, and they're the ones suffering. So whatever it would take to stop that, to stop the wars, to stop the violence, I'm on board with. War is just stupid. I don't see a point in it. Unless I was, unless I had a manufacturing facility that made weapons, and war would be great. See, that's what war's about. It ain't about, fighting for your country like it used to be. It used to be you had actual wicked people trying to do wicked things, and, people would rise up against it. But, I'm just sick of people killing each other for no reason. I mean, really, what's the freaking reason? Dude, I play Minecraft all the time. I went years without playing Minecraft, and then I started back. Well, and that's the kicker, Blue. Countries do see what's happening. They really do. World leaders see what's happening. And as long as they can inspire people to continue exchanging gunfire, they're for it. They're down for it. They don't care about, the world leaders don't care about people like us. Man, I ain't got a clue. I ain't got a clue. I know what people have told me. I know what I've read on the internet. But there's, and this is a hard distinction. There's what I think and what I know. You're the blue screen. I'm not sure what that means. But I am learning, talking about Minecraft, I'm learning about the servers, the different servers. I've played around on different Minecraft servers. That's pretty fun. I would like to figure out how to make my own server. That way you guys can jump on board and we can do Minecraft Bikerman extravaganzas. I don't know what that looks like. I'll tell you what else I've gotten into recently. If you watch some of my lives, you will see. Got into mini bikes. I cannot wait to put this bubble right here on my bike. It's gonna be awesome. This is an ARC billet rod, and this is what I bought it for. It's not. I'm building a somewhat performance engine. I'm probably a stage 1, putting a stage 1 setup on it. But I got this rod because of this little dipper right here. As it dips into the oil, because they use splash oil systems in mini bikes, it's going to dip in and squirt a little bit into there. I'm really hoping it prolongs the longevity of my bike. My Nintendo blue screen, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Gaza is just a city from what I understand. Well, man, it kind of reminds me of these gang wars that we have around here. You got all these people fighting, and they're fighting wars that people before them started. I live in Mississippi. They're fighting wars that people before them started. I don't really know why they hate each other. They just hate each other. I mean, how many people are going to die over the same plot of dirt. I don't know. Who freaking knows? I just know that life is short and it is very precious. And it really is disheartening to see how few people understand that. And you don't really understand that until you're taking your last breath. You know, whatever cause you've just died for. Is it really that important? I don't know. Maybe the world will get it one day. Maybe I just don't understand. Who knows? I see folks around here, man, they pull guns on each other for territory. For drug territory. What's the point of that? Just so they can make a little more money. Oh, cool. I want to ride up to Pennsylvania one day. I guess so. But man, the way I understand God, He's more interested in your growth than anything else, your spiritual growth. And I just don't see how fighting and going to war, constantly going to war, constantly staying in war, living in war, helps your spiritual growth. And again, you know, I could just be ignorant and just don't know. Who knows? I'm willing to admit that. But, man. Yeah, Pennsylvania is pretty cool. One of my favorite YouTube channels is from Pennsylvania. Bikes and Beards. He started in Pennsylvania, and now they got a thing, the Bearded Mechanic. I absolutely love Craig. I've talked to him a little bit on Facebook. I'm sure he gets blown up all the time. It's rare he actually gets to respond, but man, he does. He really does. And and that just shows their character. Yeah, God is greater than death. But that person you just killed, man, they're never going to be able to grow. They're never going to have the opportunity to grow anymore as a person. They'll never get to grow spiritually. There's life experiences that they'll never have. That was somebody's son, that was somebody's daughter, that was somebody's spouse, father. Dead for what? But here's the kicker. Here's the kicker, and I get that. I really do. When you're dead, where does your land go? Like this property I'm sitting on right now. I bought, paid for it, or paying for it. This part right here that I'm making is going towards, no, I don't play Roblox. I wish I did though. I need to start. That's a cool little game. But this part I'm making the money that I'm making from this is going to pay for this house that I'm sitting in. And the guy that I bought it from was actually dead. He spent his whole life, this thing was built back in 1920. He spent his whole life working for this piece of land right here. And then he died, and his kids sold it to me. I'm not even related to him. Never knew the guy. I had the privilege of escorting him when I didn't realize this was a connection until after we bought the house. I escorted his body to his final gravesite. As when I was part of the Patriot Guard. He's one of the last guys I've escorted. But the reality is though, he's gone. And one day I'm going to be dead too. And this house is going to go to somebody else. And, if somebody did invade, like you're saying there, if somebody invaded our country, this is my only justification for violence. I'll keep it simple and say this. It's my only justification for violence when it's there to keep peace. If the violence that you're having to engage in does not ultimately result in peace, then it's pointless. For years people fought in holy wars. People fought, I believe this and I'm going to fight for this and kill anybody that, disagrees with me. For what? Muslims can't even agree with each other. Christians can't even agree with each other. Jews can't even agree with each other. What's the point? What would happen? What would happen if people quit killing each other over land that they don't really own? Because I can promise you, because I do know this firsthand, that the people selling you them rockets and the people selling you them bullets don't care about your ideologies. They don't care about your religious beliefs. They want your money, and you're making them rich. I do have pets. I've got several cats. I'm a hardcore cat person. I'm gonna have to go get some more switches. Be right back. There we go. Oh, everybody done clicked off. So far, this has been one of the best lives I've had in a minute. Heck yeah. Yeah, I've got 2 tabbies. 3 tabbies. One's an orange tabby. 2 of them are gray tabbies. And I got a stray. I don't really know what it is. He just shows up, eats my food, and lets me pet it every once in a while. His name is Beefy. I keep him around just because, you know, I'm not really sure why. I'm not really sure why I want that cat to love me so bad. Probably because his love is, he's very selective about his love. The other cats, they just love me because I feed them. But Beefy, he has to overcome something deep inside himself to be able to let me pet him. That's what it looks like, man. Like you could tell, he's so funny. You can tell he wants to be petted, but he's terrified the entire time I'm petting him. Like he's always waiting on me to attack him or slap him or kick him or hit him. I think he was abused by somebody. I'm not even sure whose cat he really is. I just claim him. He'll be gone for a while, then he'll come back. I've always been sweet to him. He's just real jumpy, you know. But he is feral, you know. That might be just I don't know. I'm just guessing. But I mean, he lets me pet him, and you could tell like it means a lot to me. Dude's overcoming some stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Face them fears. Don't be a scaredy cat. Look that fear in the eye. Man, if more people would do what Beefy does, look fear in the eyes, like real fear. The world would be more interesting. More interesting than it already is. This is the ultimate way to get a capacitor to clip into a circuit board. Squeeze it, like that. Makes soldering so much easier. I might take y'all out to my soldering. I do have an Arduino. I haven't messed with it much though. A lot of the stuff I do is audio work. And there's a few shields. There's a few shields you can get for Arduino that'll let you build effects pedals. Not many. Not much for it. I think you can make a pretty cool. I'm sure there's more stuff out there that I just haven't seen yet. I think there's some cool delays you can make with it. Maybe some tap delays. This is actually on one of our newest features. It's a true bypass circuit board. It used to be I wired this by hand. That's what they used to look like. All that wiring. This replaces that. I really like this. Whew. I'll tell you something else that would be interesting is if more people were okay with being disagreed with. Aha, you got all cleaned up. Well, good job, Channing. I'm glad. I hope you don't have any instances either. You had some pretty rough experiences earlier. Was that was you? It was either you or somebody else was sitting there talking about crapping on themselves yesterday. It's hilarious. That's the fun of doing these lives, because you'll have people just jump on and say the stupidest things. Yeah, I hope so too. It's a good way to mess up some good drawers. When I scroll through the lives on YouTube, I really like scrolling through the ones that have maybe like one or two people on, so you can interact with the folks. It blows my mind the views that some of these chicks get. So guys, we have to work on, we have to work hard for what the views we get. Heck yeah, man. Well, I appreciate it. I need all the subscriptions I can get. Yeah, man. If I can ever get this thing monetized, we can have a lot of fun. That's my goal with it. I mean, I make a decent living doing these pedals. That's what I'm working on today. I love this thing. This is probably one of the coolest ones we've made. Will Wild came to Randy and he was like, "Hey, can you do this, 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 and this?" And Randy said, "Yes," and put it in a pedal. But yeah, that's what I want to do with this channel, man. Get it built up so we can go on adventures together. I just figured out this morning, and you can go through and see me playing around with it, but I got my hands on a 360 camera. And I didn't realize this, but when I go live using this camera, you can scroll around and see the 360 view. Like it saves the video in 360, which is pretty freaking cool. So what, I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it, but I want to. Man, I would love to play with you on Minecraft. I can't right now because I got to work. But yeah, man, we need to figure something out. What you know what? I'm gonna set something like that up. That's gonna be fun. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. Because that would be a really cool way for us to be able to interact and hang out. I'm gonna learn how to do a server. I've been really thinking about it. Because I play all the time. I just usually play by myself. And we could set up a server. We could set up a server and just hang out and build stuff. I'm down with it. But yeah. Yeah, I want to go on a motorcycle ride and take you guys with me. I'm not sure where we can go. It doesn't really matter. It's a motorcycle ride. But for you non-bikers, you'll be able to jump in my world for a little bit. See if you do it right. That's not supposed to happen. If you do it right, none of the components fall out. It's hard if they do, though. I do Java. I got a Mac, so I'm kind of stuck with Java. But I would think they'd be able to interact with each other. A bedrock rock, I love it. A bedrock rock. I believe it. Okay, now let's try it again. See how it stays? Now I'll be able to solder it all at once. Oh, jeez. I think you are. Yeah, everybody left me. I think there's a bunch of people that get on these streams to promote their political agendas, and then once they realize they can't get the streamers going, they just disappear. Oh man, what grade are you in? That's pretty cool. King Arthur, man, where have you been? I remember you. The actual King Arthur. The realest deal. Oh, there's three. Yeah, there was three people. Now there's two. But they scroll through. If I'm doing something interesting, they'll stay. If they're not interested, they just keep on going. Now, if I was a pretty girl, then they would stay. They'd be like, oh, what's she going to do next? And they just sit there. They don't do anything interesting. You're in the 4th grade? Heck yeah. Look, I like the 4th grade so much I went through it twice. Went through it twice. Okay, well, man, you do what you gotta do. I'll be on for a few more minutes. All right, the drop test. All right, we're good. We're good. We did it. You have your sister's teacher? That's pretty cool. She must be older. She must be the older one. See, I was the older of me and my brother. And he had to, he always went, he was behind me all the time, and he'd be like, I'm the one that behaves. Well, I was the fun one. I was the one that made the teachers work for them tax dollars. Yeah, they go through so fast. If you could see it on my end, they go through it so fast, depending on the stream you're on, that they rarely see them. Like all it takes is me to look down for a minute and 4 or 5 people to connect. Okay, so she's only like a year older than you. That's cool. But yeah, if a couple of people are talking at the same time, I just look down for a second. It'll scoop by. I've been watching a streamer. He's running for president. He's called Vermin Supreme. He's pretty funny. There we go. I lost my jack. So, outside of Minecraft, what other stuff do you like to do? There you go. Look, my dad used to chase me out of his chair all the time. He would say, "This is my chair. You need to get out of my chair." Just something about Dad's chair is pretty freaking awesome. It always made me feel close to him when he was gone. Like when he'd be at work. My dad's pretty cool. So was my mom. He's a biker too. He wasn't until I gave him a motorcycle. And he's actually the one that got me into motorcycles. Because when I was a little kid, I used to ride with him. He had an old Honda NX 650, which is kind of like a dirt bike. It's kind of like an on-off-road bike, because he used to do a lot of off-road stuff. And he would ride me around, and I loved it. Then it broke down. What's up, King Arthur? It broke down, and he couldn't afford to fix it. And he eventually sold it. But it broke my heart. So, what's cool, he could have just bought another one. But his main priority is his family. He loves his family. And which I was blessed to be a part of that. And so instead of buying him a brand new one, he just didn't. He'd rather pay the bills and take care of business. And I'm not gonna lie, I love my family too. Alright, we're done with those. Done with those. Now I gotta cut some wires. Okay. What time is it at my place? Probably the same time it is at yours. I don't really know. It's 8:42 if you're in Central Time Zone. It's probably 9:42 if you're not. Well, y'all, it's been fun. I gotta cut some wires and the machine's really loud. It's over there. I'll show it to you real quick though. This is my wire cutting machine. This is my function generator. My power supply. Whatever this is the voltage. And that bubble will go all the way up to 120 volts. This is my oscilloscope. See? You can inject a signal. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. This makes a signal that you can see on the screen. Oh, that's so hard to do one-handed. See? See that little signal right there? Mm. 9:42 at night, man. You're on the other side of the world. But anyway, you guys, man, I had a lot of fun. Y'all are the bomb. Feel free to subscribe. And, you know, the bigger this channel gets, the more fun we get to have together. And I'm working on some stuff. You know, I'm brainstorming some ideas of how we can interact with each other better. And Tristan, I think you're on to something with that Minecraft stuff. That would be fun. Just to be able to, I mean, it wouldn't be like hanging out in person, but at the same time, it would be like hanging out, you know. So, man, I want to leave you guys with this. You're not a mistake. You're not a failure. And even if you make mistakes, they don't define who you are as a person. And if nobody else tells you, I want you to know that I believe in you. I believe that you can accomplish anything your heart desires. And so make sure that what your heart desires are things that are truly meaningful. This life is short. You're going to blink your eyes and it'll be over. And so, man, make the best of it. Love you guys. God bless.